God damn it. Hi, everybody.
Oh
So close and yet so far away.
no!
We're back. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Nerds with Dice. Today, we are offering links to people to learn more about Palestine in place of our usual channel promo, so please check the pinned chat for links to learn more and help call for an end to the genocide in Palestine. Please learn more and do what you can to support this cause. As you said, the links are pinned in the chat. Welcome back to Masks, the Puzzle Project, Season 2!
They didn't think it could be done.
They didn't.
Some of them still don't.
I'm surprised they came back. I'm not gonna lie. Some people here know that I was like, nobody's coming back for season 2, and they all did. That's right. I have actual Southerners in this class who came back after me starting the season with a shitty Southern accent for a character I thought was gonna appear once and became a regular. So.
Hold on. You thought that character was going to appear once? That sounds like a Nox problem.
I did not think Eddie was going to make multiple appearances. I thought they were going to show up, introduce you to Victoria, and then fuck off. And then they became a love interest.
Oops.
Listen, I create problems. I am the problem. So, hi everyone, my name is Nox, and this is my awesome cast from Master Puzzle Project, and we're going to have our awesome cast introduce themselves with their names, their pronouns, their characters' names, their characters' pronouns, we'll do playbook next week because we got something cooking for one of y'all, and I sent you a character question I can't remember. Oh yeah, what was one of your favorite moments in season 1? We're going to start with Sin!
Oh, I
Please
love
go
that
to
for
yourselves so I don't have to do the thing in between. You know who you are.
I'm going to hope that I do everything that was just said because those were words and I can process words. No, you're fine. Hi, I'm Synthetic. You can call me Sin, a chancellor here on Nerds with Dice, but also part of the cast for Masks, the Puzzle Project. I use they, them pronouns. Today, I am playing Rory Ajax, whose superhero name, wow, is Igneous. And Igneous uses they, he pronouns, starting new thing for this season. And what else am I
Favorite moment from season 1?
Favorite moment from season 1, I've got to say it was blue screening the GM. 100%. Ending the episode on a blue screen was one of my favorite moments in all of TTRPGs. And Jilly's next.
Hi, I'm Jilly. You can find me at look, it's Jilly most places on the internet. I am playing. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm playing Violet Talks Fairtree, also known as Vi, who uses she, they pronouns, and I believe also did last season. So that is the best of my recollection, but I've made a lot of character sheets since then. So everything is fun and exciting. Um, one of my favorite moments from last season. I'm kind of torn between two, but I think I'm gonna go with Cat Expedition 1.0, where Mary and I basically got very distracted by cats for an entire episode, which I really do think helped set the groundwork for the tone of the season because it was fairly early on, or at least my part of that season. So now we have cats, and that's what's important in life. And now we go to
Mary.
Awesome. I'm very distracted, but hi everybody. I'm Mary. My pronouns are she, her. I am playing Hazel, whose pronouns are she, her. My favorite memory of last season. There's like so many good things. Probably one of the most interesting was when we were having to figure out about the batteries, where half of us were in a sketchbook and half of us were not in a sketchbook, and all of the fuckery that happened with that. It was intense. It was really fun science bullshit, and it was awesome. It's a lot of cool stuff.
I'm next. Hi, I am Skylar. I play Zara Almuda here, who is also known as Railspike. Zara uses they, them pronouns. I use they, he. My favorite moment from season one, I have two. I think first was Zara being there for Rory Igneous. Getting sort of reborn. I thought that was really fun. And second was probably Zara finally giving Violet a face reveal. And then Minana Irabar, Filastin Satata Harar. Palestine will be free.
I think I'm all that's left. Woo! I can count the people in the stream. Hello, everyone. I am Elle. I use they, them pronouns, and I will be playing Sasha Morgan, aka Hecate, who also uses they, them pronouns. One of my favorite moments from season one was definitely like Vi's big end gambit of going in with the supervillain outfit and getting an audience. I thought that was such a cool move. And I really thought that it said a lot about her character, and I really thought it was really cool. I thought it was a great moment from Jilly. Jilly has a lot of great moments. I think that everybody on this cast is fantastic, and I could ramble about them forever. Also, Pepe Roni. Pepe Roni gets a special shout out.
Papa L, we see you. And hi everyone, my name is
That's
Nox Quiros.
bestie.
Yep, it's me. Hi everyone, my name is Nox Quiros. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I will be playing many people all at once because I'm your GM. And so, before we begin, again, quick reminder that we have links in the chat to help people learn more about Palestine in place of our usual channel promo. There are also links you can donate and go to support the cause. We have links for ANERA, which is providing humanitarian aid to Palestinians, Doctors Without Borders, and to support Operation Olive Branch, which is directly supporting families in Gaza through GoFundMe campaigns. Please support as you can because, as Skylar said, Palestine will be free. So, with that said, are y'all ready to go back to Hunter Heights? Okay.
I nodded so hard that my headphones shook.
I love this for me. Oh my god.
I gotta get back to that country accent, y'all.
Oh god.
I have to spend this whole stream trying to avoid slipping into a country accent.
I have to go back to play now not just one but two characters with a southern accent. Because I made Quinn and Eddie childhood friends who grew up together.
Quinn doesn't have a southern accent anymore, remember?
No, Quinn does, remember?
Oh.
Enough of your secrets.
It's not a secret. It happened on stream.
Yeah.
From the shelf, we pick up a newly minted graphic novel that is laying next to a stack of slightly dusty comic books because, it takes a couple months to publish this stuff. And we open the graphic novel onto a slightly familiar district, Hunter Heights. Coined the most accessible district in Halcyon City by some, and Halcyon's experiment by others, Hunter Heights had the opportunity to thrive as a community built by its own community, after the Hunter family famously paid Central Halcyon to let the district just do its own thing. And things were going well for Hunter Heights, for the most part, until the puzzle project. The puzzle master, with the help of Starry Night, was on a mission to tear down Hunter Heights piece by piece and remake it into a more profitable and cookie-cutter area like the rest of Halcyon City. And he almost got away with it, if it wasn't for the superhero team known as New Dawn. Now trapped in his niece's sketchbook as the group tries to rehabilitate him, the puzzles master's plan has failed. But there are a few questions still unanswered. What led to the puzzle project? Why did Hunter Inc. come to Hunter Heights in the first place? What does the future of Hunter Heights hold and look like, especially with the hangman waiting in the distance, claiming they want to help rebuild? And while Hunter Inc. is now under leadership of newly appointed CEO Maristela Hunter Reyes, Benjamin Hunter is still an important and powerful man, even when he isn't the puzzle master. And this is why, as we flip the page, our story doesn't start in Hunter Heights. It starts in the Metropolitan Courthouse in downtown central Halcyon City, at the trial of Violet Fairtree, the hero yet former villain known as Tox. Jilly, how is Vi feeling about this arraignment hearing, right? Elle,
No, we decided we weren't going to do an arraignment. It's an appearance hearing.
appearance hearing. My legal counsel.
I think that actually at this point, Vi appears to be like weirdly confident. Um, I think that there has been a lot of discussion and strategizing that was both voluntary and involuntary. And as a result, Vi looks fairly put together. Um, a little outraged that she has to do this, but fairly composed. Um, yeah, I think that she is kind of sitting fairly quietly with like a big notebook in front of her. One of those like massive 5 subject notebooks, um, the for serious business, um, and or the beginning of a new school year, one of the two. Um, and she is like sitting with her hands like resting on top of it with a pen that is like very pointy. Like, I'm not saying it's a shiv, but I think she could do damage with it.
You brought a shiv to court.
No, it's a pen.
That's
It's not a
gonna
shiv.
be how it's
I very
treated.
specifically said that it was not a shiv.
You can't just say something's not a ship, but it's incredibly sharp. That's not.
I bought this, okay?
It's not a shiv. It just has shiv-like qualities.
Okay.
All sharp things are not shivs.
They're still sharp though.
All squares are rectangles. Not all rectangles are a square.
Exactly.
We're starting off great. Okay. Vi, who is your legal counsel in this instance?
Funny you should mention that. So I think there was a brief period where Vi had sort of expected that through like our organization there was going to be somebody like a very high powered lawyer that was selected for this, and then there wasn't. And so I think there was a brief period, which we could go into more later if we need to, where Sasha was kind of like taking over that responsibility. And I think there got to a point where Vi was so irritating that eventually it ended up being like, it's fine. I don't need anybody. I'll just represent myself. Like, you know how in She-Hulk there's that line where the costume designer says, "Of course I'm not representing myself, Your Honor. I'm not a moron." Well, here we are.
Oh.
I am not the Vi. No, I'm kidding. Oh, Vi. Okay.
I
All
think
right.
I think it like Vi feels like she's being an imposition to everyone, and so the easiest way to kind of deal with that is to just take care of it herself.
I want to give her a hug, but I know she has cats to do that. Okay.
I have such a pointy pen.
And a pointy pen. Okay. So, sitting at the front of the courtroom, I want to give a quick disclaimer. Anybody who actually knows legal things, I don't. And so, uh, I will probably constantly be asking Elle stuff because I keep asking Elle things, but also this is not 100% legal represent legally accurate representation. I'm an English major and a dedicated aide. I'm not a lawyer. So there's a courtroom.
There is, to my knowledge, not a qualified lawyer on this stream, so just bear that in mind.
Yeah.
Never mind that none of us are actually lawyers.
Are we about to say in the thing where we are telling a story about legal stories, this is not legal advice?
Yes.
Yes.
This is not r/legal advice.
If you are on trial for kidnapping, do not follow these steps, is what we're saying.
Get a lawyer. Get an actual lawyer. Do not take your legal advice from us.
I will say, as much as Vi is committed to defending herself, there would be a public defender assigned to her. That's how courts work. So she would not be able to defend herself since she is not a lawyer and has not passed the bar.
If I irritate all of the public defenders into quitting, then, you know.
They're public defenders. They're
Yeah.
already as irritated as people
Yeah, I
can
was gonna
possibly
say,
be.
they're public defenders. They've dealt with people far more irritating than Vi.
I will say Vi's public defender just does not give a shit.
That's
Like,
fair.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, there we go. I got you.
I mean, the average public defender has like seconds on each case, so
That is fair. We haven't started the game yet.
No.
It is 8:25.
Come on,
So
let's go.
there's a courtroom. Y'all are in it. Well, actually, who came to Vi's hearing?
Sasha definitely did and is sitting as close to the defendant as possible. There is a
Like,
little
really
bit of
on.
separation, but they are trying to sit there and if they need to just like kind of cough and say things as they cough to try to help.
Has Sasha established like a code? Like 2 coughs means yes.
I think that they would have taken the time to establish 2 coughs is a yes, 1 cough is a no, 3 coughs is an I don't know or abstain from answering.
Okay.
Mary, is Hazel there?
Yeah, I feel like Hazel is probably a little bit like she's not late, but she's getting in like right in the nick of time.
Okay.
Sitting down in the back like before she can be caught or is basically she doesn't want to be a distraction, but she's like running in to sit before things get started.
That's fair. Skylar, 1, try not to be jealous that you have Dr. Pepper right now. And 2, is there.
Just flaunting it in your face like
I'm
a
so
monster.
sorry. I know. Oh, I'm gonna try not to. I think Sarah is there. I think Sarah's also like sitting in the back, got a little notebook. And they're not like obviously not in costume. They're like in their, normal person kind of sleigh. Just like boring office vibes, low ponytail, taking their little notes.
Okay. And Sin, is Rory there?
Rory is not in the courthouse, but Rory is outside of the courthouse, kind of patrolling around the outside, which patrolling for them would look like pacing very frantically to anyone else, but they're definitely patrolling.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Totally a patrol. Nothing to worry about. Okay. All right. The judge comes to the judge area and pulpit? No, that's a religious thing. The judge shows
Bench?
up. Bench. I'm so sorry. The judge shows up. And all right, this is the initial appearance hearing for case of Halcyon City versus Violet Fairtree. We're gonna plea deadline, record date, trial date, all the important things. Plea deadline is the date by which the prosecutor and defendant must agree on conditions of a plea agreement. So you have you agreed yet? did you just
No, because I am not guilty.
looks at your lawyer and lawyer's just like, what? Yeah, not guilty. Okay, not guilty. Cool.
What
So
am
you
I
didn't agree on
charged
that.
with, by the way? What am I officially charged with?
I wrote these down. So
I figured you must have.
I wrote these down when we were talking about it.
We had a conversation about what I was going to be charged with.
Violet
Yeah.
Fairtree, you are charged with kidnapping, solicitation,
Incitement to violence.
incitement to commit violence, and conspiracy in the disappearance of Benjamin Hunter. How do you
Not
how do you
guilty.
plead?
Not guilty.
Okay, you're
Not
not
guilty on all charges.
On all of them. Not no to all of those. Thank you.
not guilty. on all
Option
charges.
D, none of the above.
Okay, we get it.
Sasha's just head in their hands.
Okay, not guilty on all charges. Well, then, if you're not going to agree, then we're going to have a record date, which is a week before the trial date. Do you need to go to trial?
Well, I don't think so. If you're willing to just let me go and say I
That's-
didn't do, if you believe me, then we don't need
Other
to have
lawyer
a
just
trial.
goes, "I don't believe you." That's the
So-
whole reason we're here is we don't believe you.
Sasha
that's-
raises their hand from the back of the, from like over.
Yes, you back there.
Hi. So first off, you have to advise the constitutional rights, Your Honor. So that's a very important step. Otherwise, this entire trial could get thrown out.
Why
You
would
have
you
the
say
right
that
to
out
remain
loud?
You have the right to
Because
remain
I-
silent.
I think that legal processes should be done legally.
For the record, I think we can safely assume that all of the trial things that need to happen are actually happening, and we're just
Yeah,
focusing
this
on
is-
the scenes that
But
happen.
wouldn't it be incredibly good if it got thrown out because they didn't read me my rights?
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you can say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you.
We can speed through this if you.
Yeah.
Okay,
What's
great.
up? Your record. Your record. Trial date. We're going to start trial in a week from today.
Tuesday isn't good for me, actually.
We will start the trial on Wednesday. Does that work for you?
Yes, thank you.
We will start the trial on Wednesday, August 30th of 2023. Because that was around the time we said we would be.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Are you representing yourself? No, because you're not a lawyer. Okay.
I mean, in the technical sense, no, but in the larger sense, yes.
This is a bad idea. I don't know why I thought I could, but we're gonna go. with it.
Sasha's just looking at the defense attorney. Do something. Oh, the defense attorney was so offended that they muted.
You're muted.
My landlord was talking to me. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. I thought
fun.
you were acting annoyed.
I'll consume your landlord for power.
You're such a good actor, Knox.
Yo, I'm tired. We just started. Okay.
Understandable.
Okay. Your trial date is going to be August 30th, 2023.
Great.
Does that work for
See you
you?
then.
It's a Wednesday.
Yeah, I already said that. Let's go.
I'm just double checking, Miss Fairtree. Prosecution, does that work for you? Awesome. All right. This hearing is adjourned. I'll see you in a week.
Sasha's immediately trying to flag down the defense attorney.
Yes.
You're trying to make this character a significant NPC, and I am not gonna let it happen. I just
Hi,
want you to know
so-
that.
Yes.
There are a
hi.
couple things that we need to discuss.
Mhm.
do you have a consultant in mind, specifically for the jury? Because that's going to be a big factor. We need to find people who are sympathetic towards the hero causes, and if they don't tend to like Benjamin Hunter, that'll be a plus. But I'm not going to say that to a judge. So we need
In
to figure
Central
out.
Halcyon, you want to find somebody that doesn't like Benjamin Hunter, the person who employs most of Central Halcyon City.
Trust me, it's going to be easier than you think. All right, so I think that we need to focus our questions for the jury on maybe how they feel about superheroes, or if they're familiar with the ins and outs of Benjamin Hunter's companies, something like that. Are you processing any of the information that I'm saying? Because right now it seems like you're nodding politely, but I want you to nod in politely.
Actually, I'm just gonna handle all of the questioning. I have
No,
some in
you
my
are
notebook,
not.
so- yes, I am.
I'm a public defender. I have another case in 5 minutes. I promise I was listening to everything you say. I have been doing this for
Okay,
like 2 weeks. You gotta give me
It's
some.
okay.
No
It's
worries, no
okay.
worries. I can write down my
I
email
promise.
or a phone
Oh my
number for
God,
you.
that would
That
be
way we
great.
can consult later on. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Here's
Sasha
my.
very quickly scribbles.
It's probably better for you to email me.
Oh
I'll-
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Here's my email. Here you go.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, I am so sorry. I
Jamie,
promise I was
Jamie.
processing it.
Don't
Yeah.
worry
No, it's
about
okay.
it.
Go.
I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
No, you will not.
Okay. I gotta go.
Bye.
Go. There was
Yes,
somebody broke a cabbage cart. I gotta go. Bye.
God, this is just night court. Okay, Vi, we're gonna have a talk about what is and is not a lawyer, and what does and does not qualify you to be a lawyer.
It's too late for you, El.
L?
I was trying it as a nickname. It didn't work. It's fine.
Okay, listen, I know that you can do so many things. You are very, very capable and very, very intelligent. You have also not passed the bar.
Neither.
Yes, I have. I'm literally
I
employed.
didn't say. I mean, I'm kind of skeptical about Jamie, honestly, but.
Okay, so they've been doing this for a couple of weeks, which means that they just recently passed the bar. I might have seen them in a couple of classes, I think.
Anyway, it's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it.
I am extremely worried about it. Do you understand? Do you comprehend the seriousness of these charges? Because I feel like you don't.
I feel like you're not understanding what I'm saying, which is that you don't need to worry about it because I'm gonna handle it. It's okay.
Are you going to kill the judge?
Why would you say that out loud? Of course I'm not going to.
Odds or evens, L.
Odds?
You're
I
gonna
rolled-
get more charges added, is what you're gonna do.
Let's have this conversation somewhere else.
You start to see someone start walking up to you.
Hi.
Just like, hi, what did you
I asked a hypothetical question about if Vi was going to kill Judge Dredd in the video game that she was playing. I don't
Oh, that's a
understand why
really
this is
good
an
game.
issue.
It's a really good game.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
based
don't
off
say
of
that
the
in a
hit movie, which is
courthouse.
based off of the hit comic books.
I
Don't
love
say that
video
in a
games.
courthouse, though. Come on.
Okay, yeah, my bad.
I love all the video games, especially that one.
Yeah, they're all great. Come on, let's go.
Okay. We leave the courtroom.
Sasha's a lawyer now. They know how to lie.
We leave the courtroom. The thing that could have been said at any point.
I did nothing wrong. I just want to point that out.
You absolutely did nothing wrong.
It is worth mentioning that Vi is like under observation, but is like free to walk around in. Right? I think we said I decided I'm wearing an ankle monitor again.
Yeah, you're wearing an ankle
Which is
bracelet again.
not new to her because she has had ankle monitors before.
You're allowed to go about your business. It's just that they're monitoring your movements. Yeah, so there's no restriction placed on you, even though that's probably a thing that's actually done. I'm not a lawyer.
It's
But-
fine. We're in fantasy world with superheroes.
Well, I imagine I probably can't leave like the city.
You can't leave
No, there's-
Halcyon City, but you can leave Hunter Heights.
Yeah,
to go
there's
through
no
the
way
rest
that
of
you can
Halcyon
leave.
City. In the same way that you can go to, like if you're in LA, you can go through LA.
Which is fine because this is where my cats are. So you know.
Exactly.
Okay. Is everybody else regrouping?
I was gonna say,
Outside
where
the
is
courtroom?
everybody?
I'm hoping that we're all regrouping.
If you're all smart, you have pretended not to know us when we were in the courtroom. So
I mean, if you were outside of the courtroom, Rory is there pacing.
Rory, I need help. Rory, I need help. I need help, Rory.
What did
This is going to go so badly. I am so stressed.
Tox get censured?
No. Technically, no. But it's not looking good because the public defender has like 15 other cases, as most public defenders do. And Vi is insistent on coming up with questions for the jury and representing herself despite the fact that she is not a lawyer.
That is much, much better than I expected, honestly.
What did you expect?
I didn't think Vi was coming out of there.
I mean, we're just in the initial appearance hearing.
I'm aware.
Oh.
I had concerns.
That's fair. I mean, I do think that censure is definitely still on the table.
Fair. Actually, no. That's awful. I could never imagine a judge doing that.
I think at this point, Zara will probably casually stroll out of the court and say, "Hey, I'm an unaffiliated court observer."
Hello,
with
unaffiliated court observer that I've never seen before.
Yep, nailing it. I would recommend some, legal counsel, perhaps. That's not what you currently have. Observe some cases here and there. I've seen a few things. Seems like maybe a good time to get it in touch with a different lawyer. Of course, I'm an unaffiliated third party, so
I think we would all recommend that unaffiliated third party.
I mean, I know what you said last time, Vi, but
oh, I'm here. Hi.
I apparently have a lot of funds.
Okay. Congratulations.
I'm saying if you need something.
I'm gonna say that it's not your fault because I've told this to Sasha a fair number of times, but they don't seem to believe me. Everyone else doesn't need to worry about it because I'm gonna take care of this. I don't want everybody else to have to disrupt their lives to deal with this. I have the situation under control. Nothing actually went wrong in that hearing just now.
Rory leans in. Are you gonna kill the judge?
Why does everyone think I'm going to kill the judge?
Where's Mary? Where's Hazel?
I think Hazel's coming out of the courtroom trying to see where everybody went. And
We're fairly conspicuous. I don't think you'll have trouble spotting us.
Yeah.
Gonna take a second to scan, see what's going on, and we'll walk over with Dinky. And she just says, so are we killing the judge?
No, we're not. We're not.
I don't think anybody here actually understands that I did not do what they have accused me of. Technically.
I mean, true, but that hasn't stopped judges in like
Oh,
ever.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, technically, the truth is on my side. If that makes you feel better.
That doesn't
No,
make me feel better at
Yeah,
all.
No one is concerned with the
No.
truth in law. We are
Yeah,
it is
it's-
a court of public opinion and of who can convince the judge more.
I mean, then it really just seems like it's a matter of finding. I mean, we've talked about this. We need to find a jury that is not
Well,
biased against me
it
because
might
of my
help to
past. which
find
will
a
be-
super's lawyer too. Someone that deals
Are
with
you saying I
supers.
should call Jennifer Walters?
Maybe you should
mean-
call my mom, who is a lawyer and also a superhero. That's a thing that she is.
Look, I don't want to bother your mom. I'm taking care of this by myself.
This is her job.
I have a question, Knox. So I would have had to have been emancipated as a,
Yes.
and I would have had a lawyer
Yes, you would.
that I'm guessing would have been a super. Can I give that
Mhm.
lawyer's name to buy?
You absolutely can.
All right, I will like kind of get a card out of like my purse and just hand it. This person helped me a lot. They understood my problems and they get the whole supers thing. So
I think Vi takes the card, which is substantially more than she has done to anybody else's suggestion of other lawyers that she should call.
Hey, Rory. Can I have
Yeah.
a side combo real quick?
Oh, sure.
This is going to happen outside of the courthouse. Sasha is specifically bringing Rory outside of the courthouse.
Oh,
In
We're
full.
all
Rory
outside.
was
Have you
outside
still been-
already.
I thought you
yeah,
were
I thought
Okay.
we were
outside
all
this whole
outside.
I thought you were outside the courtroom, not the courthouse.
No,
Oh, no,
because Rory was
courthouse.
patrolling around the building. So we have
Okay,
to be
cool.
outside at this point.
So Sasha takes Rory aside. Okay, how much money do you have saved up, and how much of it could you use to bribe the jury?
Okay. I mean, for the most part, I've got enough for like comfort, and now I've got like another bunch of years that I could work as a hero. So really, I think the sky's the limit on how much I
Okay.
could go for.
Okay,
I have
okay.
enough for precisely 10 bribery.
So, worst case, we can bribe the jury. We'd have to do it, anonymously, obviously. So
I'm
maybe
very good at anonymous.
start transferring some of the money to an offshore account. That way, it'll be ready if we do need to bribe the jury.
Okay, I'm sure that all of that will be fine. Eddie usually handles my finances, so
Okay, I'll talk
I'm
with
sure
Eddie.
they won't be like concerned about that.
No, it's okay. We can just talk with them. I'm sure that they'll understand, Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Knox, are you okay?
I don't know what I expected from all of you.
Oh, my dad said to bribe the jury too, so clearly great minds think alike.
Papa L, most wise.
I think I presume we're not gonna go through voir dire in this game. So I think basically what like the requirements that Vi sets out for a jury is A, they don't hate her for being a superhero. B, they don't hate superheroes they don't hate her for being a former super villain. B, they don't hate superheroes in general. C, they haven't had a traumatic superhero event, which is probably gonna like disqualify a larger number of people than you would think considering recent history.
So Sasha will write out a list of questions to ask the jury members in court because it's going to be a process of dismissing them based off of questions. So
Yeah.
there are going to be a couple of questions that are going to be vital to be asked.
I have
Which-
a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Knox,
Hi.
did you expect this to become a season of Perry Mason?
No, I did not.
I've been hyper fixated on Daredevil for years. You can't stop me.
Okay. So what I'm
Listen,
going to do is lean
what
into
happened
the
was-
comedy of the scene because it feels like that's the appropriate thing to do.
What happened was I threw this idea out thinking that I could just bullshit my way through legal stuff. I'll actually do legal stuff, which meant I had to learn legal stuff.
I mean,
And
here's
then
the
I
thing.
realized
I
I don't know
watched
how
a
long
few
this is gonna
seasons of
take.
Suits, so like I
watched
understand.
Law and Order. I watched Suits. I watched She-Hulk. I watched Daredevil.
I'm not
I watched
saying it's
Judge
accurate.
Judy.
I'm saying it's a legal drama.
Yeah.
Listen, if Harvey Spec, never mind. I can't say this stuff out loud. Anyway, so we're just
Listen, I love Suits, but that man would have been disbarred so many times.
Oh yeah.
he would have, but he's who you need right now.
But hey, if what we wanted was an establishing scene, establishing that Tox is like in legal hot water, I think we got there.
Yeah.
Are you saying you're done with the legal stuff? It's up to y'all. It's up to y'all. It's y'all's campaign. I'm
actively
steering
writing
it.
out the questions.
There we go.
Somehow I knew that was going to happen.
Listen, I do very vague. Mary, did you have a name for Hazel's lawyer, or did you want me to provide one? Because I have one if you don't.
I did not have a name. That just came up as story went up, and I'm like, oh, that would be something that would be
Okay.
good. Did I do
Then
it? No.
the sorry. The name on the card is Fabian Sharma. In case that comes back into play, I'm just writing it down in case it does. At this point.
And for the record, Rory is texting Eddie. I have a few financial questions that I think you'll be able to help me with, darling.
All the sugar. I would kill the judge.
Eddie needs.
That is a very funny joke that you have just said.
It's not. It's encrypted. It's encrypted. Nobody's gonna see that.
That's what you think until it gets unencrypted, and then there's a problem.
Okay.
I mean, it's been said like 8 times. One of those is going to be heard by a reporter eventually.
One of those
and then
was
it's-
heard.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Sasha just bullshitted their way out of it.
I
I
should
should have
say
made
for
you roll for
background,
that.
I
all
mean,
of
I can
this-
roll for it now if you want me
No.
to.
all of this, by the way, came from an idea that I sent to Knox at the beginning of our break, our hiatus, that was like, I think there is a definitely a small, like, but vocal group that believes that Vi has turned back into a supervillain. And is like, it's a conspiracy theory that exists where they're like, no, she's lying. She definitely is still working in league with blah, 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 blah. And that turned into this. So there we have it.
Sometimes I have ideas, and I don't know
Well,
how to execute
Something
them.
I will say is if you hand Nox knives, she will use them.
Well, I do think that probably relevant to Rory, I would imagine there are a group of people outside the courthouse who like have signs that are like Tox is toxic or whatever. Like it's not even clever.
And something that I will have to mention about Rory is Rory cannot go incognito anymore because of a development in their life. They now have to have lava boots to keep their circulation going. So they
Oh.
have like very conspicuous, what look like, made of stone boots.
Interesting.
I really want to make a joke going hot because it's lava.
Sure.
So I'm gonna
No,
do that.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, I had to make. Like, I try to think lava. No, okay. Anyway.
But you will have to pay Paris Hilton.
Wow.
right? That's
yeah.
who did that. I feel like
I think
Yeah.
so. Was that
tried to
I think it was
copyright.
That's Hot
That's hot. You're right.
Okay, I was
for,
gonna say,
for
I don't, was I
Parasite.
alive
There's two
then?
words. Huh?
I don't
How old
know.
was I when that
It,
happened?
it was
I-
never it was never allowed to happen because it was too generic of a phrase.
Right. You
Mm.
can't just own a general phrase that people use.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Disney trying to copyright data. But we're still on stream. Hey, actually, we're about to go on break
Oh, fun.
because that took so long.
So it's
I mean,
summer.
For the record, this is for you because you are keeping track. You got to add 10 minutes for the soft lifetime.
We started late, is what
Yeah.
Julie is saying.
Huh?
We started later, so
Yeah.
the break is now later because
Got
we
it. Okay,
started
okay,
later.
okay,
You still have about 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was like, what? So
So go ahead.
what's happening? Somebody tell me.
Well, okay. So I think we all go back. I mean, Vi is gonna go check on her cats. I think to
Okay.
like close this scene, I think there's probably like a conversation about um questions to ask a jury because I think Vi has successfully, I hope, pivoted Sasha to like we need to come up with questions to ask the jury.
Yeah, Sasha's pivoted, but the plan is still on the table.
Yeah. Well, Vi doesn't know that. So
I doesn't know about the plan to bribe the jury.
So I think also Vi like waves at the people who hate her with signs. Exactly like that.
And then there's one person with like a shirt or something like because there's always
Yeah.
at least one fan.
I have like one fan. 1.5 fans.
It's a cat. The half is a cat.
I love it. Is it the fool
It's the
in
fool.
disguise
It's the
wearing like a
fool in
mustache
judgment.
and a backwards baseball cap?
It's the fool in judgment just going, what?
Excellent. But I think Vi is gonna go check on her cats, and if people want to come over and like eat snacks and brainstorm, she's fine with that. But otherwise, she's just planning to go home. I think probably she has to work the next day because she does have a job now. Like aside from being a superhero, that is one of the things that has happened. I think it would be cool if we got like an update on what everybody's lives look like maybe before the break. That would be a cool.
That's the plan.
Great. I'm a genius. So I think Vi goes home and gets ready for work because or gets ready to go to work the next day. And we can come back to what she does for work now. Despite being quite busy, what with the trial and all coming up.
You're all good. Yeah. All right. Let's go down one. Mary. Where's Hazel gonna head after the trial?
I think that Hazel is headed back to Gidget's. To get things like set up, grab a go bag, and I think that like before we go into break, we see her kind of like change into some more like stealthy gear, um, with a go bag as there's like a hidden hatch that she goes down. Um, but you can tell that as she's like packing the supply bag, she's got like a bunch of different like helpful mobility aids and things that probably would be pretty pricey that definitely are probably stolen that she has gotten. Probably would cost a lot more than what she did to get it. So she packs all of that kind of stuff in her bag, changes into more incognito clothes, and heads out.
Noted. All right. Elle, where is Sasha heading?
Sasha's definitely heading with Vi to go talk about like questions to ask the jury and next steps like specific wording that they can use, potentially getting some character witnesses such as other members of the team or members of the deck, or potentially like Jordan could be a character witness that would be pretty good. So just jotting down some quick ideas of character witnesses, because there are technically no witnesses for what happened. So the main aim is going to be character and character building versus character assassination. And so the defense just has to build better than the prosecution can tear down. So we just need people who can be reputable sources of information and give positive feedback for Vi. So just starting listing those people, potentially getting like Gaia involved, because Gaia oversaw a lot of Tox's like reform and is a pretty well respected hero within the community, stuff like that. And I think then they're going to as they're doing this, they're on their laptop looking, because they also have an actual job as an actual lawyer that maybe they're avoiding right now, and they need to look at some of their cases. So they're going to start doing some preliminary research into some of the cases, just getting general background information of who the people are and what happened, things like that, list of witnesses, stuff like that. They're I think after they do that, they're gonna get home, they're gonna microwave some pizza, and they're gonna start looking in to like people who don't have housing anymore or who don't have jobs anymore, and start looking at like how they can, because they have their little resource bank, so they're gonna be looking at the next people to help. It's always about the next steps. It's always about going and never processing anything or feeling anything, because if they're moving, then nothing is wrong.
Fair enough. Oh, God, Hazel. Okay. So, uh, God, Skylar, what is Zara doing?
I think Zara probably um goes and gets like a restaurant meal, maybe like a nice like couple of kebab plates, and then drops it off at Vi's house um for the sleepover, and then immediately leaves. um Food has been provided, so that's all the children need, surely. And then they go home, and slip into something a bit more casual, maybe get a glass of red wine and do some emails in a sweatsuit. Since last season, Sarah is kind of in a funny transitional phase, where they are not technically as much of a, Janice secret identity superhero as they once were. They're actually serving as the like superheroics consultant, for their previous office at the city planners. So I think they're kind of working more hybrid remote now, out in the city, in the field, testing shit, kicking the hell out of fire hydrants, stuff like that. Just seeing where infrastructure can be improved if we're gonna have people doing gigantic explosions in the city all of the time.
We have 2 cats on stream right now. This is too
Oh,
powerful.
they're so
Really?
beautiful.
Oh my God, that's my throat. Please don't. Okay, so
Aw.
Finn, what is
Hazel
Rory?
moonlighting as a vampire.
Do what?
What is Rory doing?
Oh, Rory is getting back to what they were previously doing, which is something that I had an idea for right when we sat down to stream. So I haven't discussed this, but they would have gotten Hazel and Eddie's help setting up an app. And it's an app where people pay according to their means for food delivery. And Rory is one of the primary people that is delivering food.
Okay, Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
And it's one of those things where it's not making a ton of money, but enough people are paying into it that it's, it's able to operate.
Perfect. That'll make him a better character witness.
And that's actually one thing that I was leaning into with the lava boots. Their powers are a lot more active. So
Okay.
they've been having to compensate.
Okay, makes sense. Big grub puff. All right. All right. I will say, Hazel, you do you have a phone for the things that you do, like a burner phone?
Oh, absolutely. I have a burner.
Okay. You get okay. Second question: does Milo or Gidget know about what you do?
Absolutely not. They would be
That's
very
okay.
against everything that I'm just to be open about it, Hazel currently is with a small group, my guess, of supers that are trying to help the people in need in Hunter Heights, as well as organize different protests. Uh, they are maybe implicated in a few stealing from other places. So we're doing Robin Hood. Basically, Hazel's playing her Robin Hood role right now to get the people what they need because prices are exorbitantly high now that people need things. So she's just doing what she can, and it is very dangerous.
I'm gonna say you get a message from Bridget, who is the Five of Wands, who's one of the supers that's also been doing this. You get a message from Bridget saying, "Hey, have you heard anything about the metro station?"
Other than that, it's a piece of shit. No.
It's worse than usual, apparently. And they're putting up new fare machines instead.
All right. What's the plan?
Gonna have a meeting, I guess, in the tunnels if you want to head over. I know you got some stuff to deliver. Um, I mean, I can help if you want. We can meet up and split that and get to the meeting faster.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Meet me at the tunnel entrance.
We'll do.
Okay. And hang up. Um, and I think that will be where we start our break. If I should have given the producer a heads up.
Oh,
My
no.
bad.
How long are we going to be gone for?
We're gonna Jesus Christ in the camel. Okay. So we're gonna take a 10-minute break. And we'll be back at not on 17.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Don't, welcome back to season 2 of Master the Puzzle Project. We're back. Don't forget that in our pinned link in the chat, or no, in our pinned chat, we have links. We have a link to ANERA, which is you can donate to help provide humanitarian aid to Palestinians. We have a link for Doctors Without Borders, so you can donate to them to also help. And we also have to support Operation Olive Branch, which directly supports families in Gaza through their GoFundMe campaigns. Please, 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 if you have the means to, donate to these links. If you don't have the means to, please share them and still contact your representatives so that Palestine can be free. Right. With that said, we are back from our first break, and we left off with Hazel getting a message from Bridget, the Five of Swords, talking about how there's been weird stuff going down in the Halcyon City metro. All right, Hazel, you are getting to the tunnels. You started off. You did go back to Hunter Heights at first, right?
To grab my
Can
stuff.
you? Okay. What do you think is one thing that has started being rebuilt in Hunter Heights to the best of the community's ability?
I think the community center has been the biggest focus. Just because of how much outreach they used to do. That would be like the first step to actually have a hub to be able to help people. Like if people know where to go, then we can organize help. So probably the community center.
All right. I'm going to ask all y'all the same question. I was trying to type that, but just so you're aware. So start thinking about your answers. All right. You see a couple members actually of the deck, former and past, working on the community center. The building is back to its original glory, actually with some more features. And the park that was connected to it, you see people having cookouts on the lawn. You see kids running around or playing games. You can see a game of like basketball with kids with various mobility aids and mobility levels playing together. And you can still see the cracks in the foundation where the magic had kind of seeped into the ground around the community center. But while things around the community center and the park are still touched by what happened, it seems like this focus has been this has been like the primary focus for at least a group of people. And you see there's supplies being stacked outside of the center to bring inside. And you continue on your way. Is there anything else you think you see along the way to the tunnel?
I think that a lot has changed. I think there's a lot there were a lot of different housing looks and like for example, like the apartment building, like every single one looked different. And now almost every street looks the same. Like there's so much sameness that if you didn't know the city like the back of your hand, you would get lost in it.
All right. And it's outside of one of these apartments that an entrance kind of, it's hard to glimpse at first as if only a few people can see it. But there is an entrance to go down into the tunnels under under Hunter Heights. And you see waiting at that entrance, leaning against a pole with a cane in one hand, you see Bridget in her day-to-day attire, not as Five of Wands, but as Bridget. Hey, what's up?
Just grab my stuff.
Yeah, it's been a day. It's been a day. Is the best I've got, but things are getting better, I guess. How'd it go with talks?
I'm terrified. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I bet. Um, do you want to talk about that, or do you want to, like, what do you think would help you most in this moment?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's not mine. Tox is the main one affected by it, and I just
That's
don't want. I don't want whatever judgment, whatever happens. I'm scared it's going to cause problems. I mean, there were tons of the protesters that were anti-supers outside, and I don't know if it's going to get any better.
that makes sense. All right. Well, if Tox needs any, can you let Tox know that if they need anything, we've all got their back. I don't know if they would accept help, but it's there if they would.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Let's go down. And she touches her wand to the ground, and it kind of a door just appears as if you put a key into the lock. And she turns her wand. The door opens, and y'all are able to walk down into the tunnels, into the space of operations that y'all have. So, what can you describe what that would look like?
Um, for sure. I think it probably was some sort of an abandoned like shelter or something, but we've kind of claimed it as home. Most places have forgotten that it even existed, but like it was one of those like kids kind of having fun and then oops, there's an entire area here. Um, there as far as the setup, you definitely there are like shelving units that are filled with like all kinds of like different like medicines. There's like a refrigerated section that for areas that basically for medications that would need refrigerated. You've got mobility aids of a bunch of different types. A lot of them are very shiny and new that still probably have like the sale stickers on them, that have been just uh, lost in shipping is our favorite way of calling it. Um, but uh, we basically have collected these different things from these different high-end stores to be able to help those that need it that wouldn't be able to get the medications that they would need. And it's kind of like a someone knows someone who knows someone, and we get the info out to them. But also, like for example, of the issue that was brought up, um, about the metro station. If those kind of things become in place, there might have been, oh, there was like a gas leak there, and oops, all the machines are broken now. That kind of a situation as well.
Yeah. So you start off, and Bridget has a list of people, not just through Hunter Heights, but there are people actually also throughout Central Halcyon as well, um, that need some form of aid help sent to them. And so, as y'all are distributing things, Bridget starts talking, explaining that for about the past week or two, there have been several stops on the Halcyon City Metro that have had elevators that have not been working properly. Which metros sometimes things do break, but this has been happening with an increased frequency. And Bridget knows a person who may or may not have tapped into the metro like tech system to see if it was just it hasn't gotten fixed yet. What's the problem? How do we get this? And it seems as though there is a bug that was put in place. Bridget then also explains that the friend found emails explaining this to Metro, and the Metro is aware of the situation, but has instead decided to focus on putting up new fare machines because of people jumping the gates.
Kind of like sits there. She's a little bit fuming, and then she's, all right. So what are we doing?
Well, I question for you, Mary. Last we talked DMs about Hazel's skill set and things that Hazel can do that she just learned she could do. Essentially, do you think Bridget would know about that?
Yes, I think that after everything that happened, the Bridget Five of Wands would be one of the first people that she went to. Like, I think she would have asked like very broad questions of her group of like, hey, like, did you guys notice this thing at some point? Oh, that's really interesting. I heard stories about that, but wouldn't outright come out with it. And I think that she was hiding it for so long, and probably at one point in time, uh, Hazel was so stressed out in a room with Bridget that a random occurrence happened where she could not hide it any longer.
Bridget kind of just looks at you and goes, I know you're still figuring things out, but this seems like something that your ability might be able to sort out. And if not, then maybe we move on to plan B. And that rail spike friend of yours is really good at kicking things, so maybe they could just, or talks with the acid. Oh, child, the talks with the acid. Your team. It feels more like a thing that your team is better suited for than the deck.
Yeah, I can ask. Of course, I can try that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you don't want to tell them about the.
I mean, it's gonna come out sometime, but I just don't know how to use it yet. It when I get really upset, or when I get really scared, or when I get really anxious, it's really scary. Um,
Yeah, that's okay.
I just had to like line a lot of the room that I stay in. Like if I have nightmares, like I've had to replace so many lamps. I've had to replace so many lamps.
Do you want a hug? Like, are you a hugger?
Yeah.
Do you want a hug? We're just gonna give you a hug. It's okay to still be figuring it out.
Yeah, I just didn't think I had any, you know? I just thought I was like really like good at tech, and then this happened, and I don't know how to handle it anymore, and I don't I'm scared of what would happen if I wasn't in control of it.
I don't know what to say.
It's okay. I don't even know what to say. It's just getting through it, and I've done like I've read so many self-help books. It's not even funny, but they're like always say like you should breathe through it, and then I'm just like I can't breathe, so what do I do? But then I was able to make something work that didn't work, and then that was cool. But it's also scary, and I just have to use it, but that scares me too. So I just I think the best way forward is just trying it, because or else I'm just gonna hide in the room forever, and I don't think that's a good idea either.
It's not a good idea.
There's not enough rubber in a world to like stop that. So
No, because that was impressive, really impressive. Not enough rubber. Like Goodyear would run out of rubber. I
all right,
don't know any other rubber companies,
yeah,
but all of them.
all right. I will go tell them, and we'll figure it out, and we'll stop If plan A doesn't work,
Okay.
plan B.
You want to take care of that? I can take care of deliveries tonight.
That'd be awesome.
I got you. And if you need anything, you got my number.
All right. Thanks.
No problem. And she's gonna go back to sorting things uh, by delivery and things like that. And Mary, who is Hazel going to visit first?
I think that Hazel's gonna go to Tox.
Okay. Jilly, when you were on your way home,
Yeah.
can you tell me one thing that you noticed that was being rebuilt in Hunter Heights?
Um, I think probably my coffee shop, right?
All right, good one's grinds. Let's go.
I say my coffee shop, my regular coffee shop. No, I am not in possession in any way of the coffee shop. Um, but I think it's like it's nice to see it being rebuilt, but it's also partially like the caffeine deprivation and partially just the knowledge of everything that has happened. It's just like it sucks that this has to happen. Um, but yeah, I noticed the coffee shop and I'm like, ooh, maybe I'll be able to go for lattes sometime soon, which then I feel like super guilty about because on the grand scheme of things, the lattes are not like the top priority probably. So I think that's Vi's like second thought, and then they feel bad about it.
That's fair. As you're walking by and you notice that it's getting rebuilt, you see Aurelia and three of her parents inside, just working on getting things cleaned up and put together, um, fixing the bulletin board where they always had like the announcements for, hey, here's a new club, or oh,
Where I
job
got
offer,
my cat.
where you got your cats. The bulletin board where they was talking about like a botanical club and all sorts of things. And you see just them as well as, oh, I'm a great GM. I totally remember the names of the NPCs my players give me. You see Farah Goodwin, hero known as Hyperion, who owns the coffee shop also inside, uh, kind of heating things up because the coffee machine, the thing that boils things, wants to
Espresso
heat it.
machine.
Thank you. That's not working, so she has to heat it up with her fire. Um, and but you see them kind of doing it, and you do see that there are people who are getting coffee in the moment, um, and just kind of talking as they kind of sit outside, and people are drinking a latte with one hand while like sweeping with the other.
Yeah,
Just
I
everyone
think
coming together.
it's like it feels like a significant place, not just because Vi really likes coffee, but also because there's a lot of like social activity that is centered around coffee shops. So I think it's like vaguely encouraging to see people there and engaging with each other.
All right, but eventually you wanted to make it home to your cats.
I want to make it home to my cats.
Jilly, this is probably the most important question of the game for us. What did Tox name her two cats?
Okay, so I was really hoping you weren't going to ask me that question because um but I think I can do it. Um so this feels like a big commitment, and if you know me, this is for everybody who knows me. I am the worst at decisions. Like I will put off a decision for so long just because I feel like once I'm committed, I'm like, but what if? So here's what I think. I think that um the the cats are named Sooty and Sweep, which yes are just really cute names, but are also characters from the show, the children's TV show in the UK. They're little head puppets. So if you Google Sooty and Sweep, you will see the little hand puppets. Maybe the gods can post a link in chat. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but it's very important that we understand. Let's see. If I post it in chat, will God allow me to?
I don't think it will, and I don't think I can change that.
Oh, I maybe just did. Is that a thing?
It shows it as just a couple stars. But
Uh,
if you DM me a link, I can put it in chat.
okay. Um, they're really cute. I'm just saying. Uh,
Sooty and Sweet. Okay, well, Sooty and Sweet swim through the air. Hi! Hi! What?
is the talking new?
The talking is very new.
Okay.
It took a
Hi.
while for the connection, and the I think it was bracelets we decided that Jordan had given you that allows you to talk to the cat, to allows you to have that connection with the cats, kind of glows every time they talk. But they both kind of just barrel through in front of the door. Hi, you're home. Ow.
Hi.
Hey,
Have we had a good day?
we had a really good day. Yeah. Yeah. How are you?
I'm good. What have you eaten that you weren't supposed to eat today?
Remember how you left that chicken for dinner?
I really now that you're floating, I really should have seen that one coming.
Well, you put it on top of the fridge to defrost. And
You
I
know,
ate the
this
plastic and Sooty ate the chicken.
okay, do I need to take one or both of you to the vet?
No. Yes. No. Yes. No. No. Yet. No.
Sooty, you ate the plastic, right? I think you probably definitely need to go to the vet. The chicken I'm a little less worried about.
We still have some left. There's just some
Great.
claw marks and like teeth, but it's still good.
Yeah, the absence of the chicken is not really what I'm concerned with here. Cats are
Oh.
not supposed to eat plastic. I'm not a genius when
But
it
why does
comes
it taste
to
so good?
listen, some questions are unknowable.
Okay.
Maybe well I think what Vi does, this is what Vi does, which is what I do, which is called a very expensive vet hotline where they like charge you $80 to answer a question. And if they say I have to go to the vet, then I will go to the vet.
You you called. It's hello.
Hi, it's me again.
Hey, Vi. Which one ate what now?
City ate some plastic. Sweep ate some plastic. City ate some raw chicken. They
Okay.
seem fine. Yeah.
So plastic, not how much plastic?
Like, I mean, I tell them. Like, I assume it's like the top of a container.
It's the top
Yeah.
of the thing. Yeah.
At least it's thin, right?
It's thin. So cats aren't supposed to. I'd monitor.
You don't
I'm
have
also
to
not a
tell
vet.
me that cats
I
aren't supposed to eat plastic. I know that cats aren't supposed to eat plastic. That is why I'm calling you.
sidebar. I'm also not a vet. Do not take this vet advice. Go back
I
to
mean,
the game.
I will say my dog has in the past eaten contain like wrapping, and basically, unless it's past a
My
certain
cat was fine.
amount, they're,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're
My
like
cat was fine.
just monitor them, and if they show these symptoms, then
That
call
was
me
exactly
over.
what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blockages can happen more easily in cats, though. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, we're gonna. So just, I mean, they're not supposed to eat plastic, but like, just watch them for a few days, and if they don't pass anything, like you gotta be. Then I'd bring them in. but because blockages do happen a bit more often in cats than like a dog. But
What
your
an
cats
interesting
eat.
fact that you just shared.
Yeah, I know so much. So I think they'll be fine.
Great.
Your cats
I
eat a
just
lot of
want to
stuff.
say, if they learn how to open the fridge,
You're
you're
fucked.
gonna be hearing from me a lot more often.
I hear from you once a day.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Do I like cat like maybe cat proof your cabinets?
I
With like
don't think you realize how
locks?
difficult that is gonna be.
I don't.
I can put, I mean, maybe I can ask Hazel and we can put like some passcodes on them. Like one of those puzzles that requires opposable thumbs.
No, have you seen
But
that one cat on TikTok that is so smart? He solves every single puzzle.
um I did read an article about one whose owner had to create basically like a tank for the feeder because every time they made it more sturdy, this cat would just like break in.
Like an
Uh,
octopus, that's weird.
They are very, my cats are very much like octopi. That is absolutely valid.
Oh, yeah. Biometrics, I guess.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah. But they should be good. They'll be fine. Hopefully. Just I give it 2 days, and if no,
Okay.
I'm sure you're good.
Thank you.
No
Bye.
problem. Bye.
And I think Vi turns to them and says, "You have 2 days to live."
What?
I think she said this to them before. I don't think this is new.
Why do you always say this? And let's say this is when Hazel
If
gets.
you eat plastic,
Ding
it's
dong,
significant.
just the doorbell.
Yeah, I think Vi's about to go on the if you eat plastic rant again, not for the first time this week. But goes and lets Hazel in. Hazel, hello. Look, friends, it's Hazel who has come here to visit you. My cats float over to you.
I'll give the little scritchies and little treats, like little like home baked treats to them and say, hey, so fun thing is, I may have a job for us if you guys, if we want to do something.
I am not murdering the judge.
Okay, that wasn't the job. It is, I really hope that murder won't be involved.
Okay,
Um,
what
yeah.
is it?
Metro problems.
Okay. I mean, I'm assuming there's something that specifically I can help with.
Yes, sorry. So, basically, they aren't fixing the elevators. There is a bug somehow in the elevators that is causing the issue. And instead of fixing them, they're instead putting in places where people will have to make sure they pay. So, fun.
That is not great.
No,
Um,
it's not.
So I am happy to help fix the elevators, but technology is really not my
No, that's where I
thing.
come in usually, but I just
Right.
need the extra, like in case what I do doesn't work, then I need guys.
Like melting thing. I can melt things with acid. That's
Potentially.
fun. Does my so this is a question. So are we saying that my ankle monitor like inhibits my powers, or is it like just monitoring where I am?
They're just tracking you right now.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. No, that's not a problem. I can come. Are we grabbing everybody, or is this like an only needing a few people thing?
I figure everybody. It never is this easy. This seems like an easy problem. It's never that easy.
Sure.
Mm.
I think Sasha was on their way home, or I guess left a little while ago. I'm not sure how much time has passed. I got distracted by cats eating plastic. Um, but yeah, we can. Should we? Do you want to hit up the group chat, or do you want? Well, not everybody checks their phone, but we can try if you want, or we can go to everybody's homes and surprise them. They love that.
Oh, yeah. If you could like send out the group chat, that would be great.
Great. This is what Vi is best at. So Vi is gonna send out a group text that says, "Hey, Hazel needs help with a thing. Elevators are broken and stuff. Um, people are trying to charge," and then it's like the really orange angry face, like the little like the eyebrows are like this. Um, uh, we're going to the metro station. Who's in? And then it's like the party hat emoji.
I need you to know that that made me think of Vi's text last season where it was a really long message and then, oh, by the way, there's a fight happening at the university.
Yeah.
And that was a glorious, this is glorious.
I think that Sasha's like on their way out, gets the text, immediately circles back, heads into the room. Hey, yeah, I'm good to go. I can go right now. I can go like 5 minutes ago, even. I can figure out time travel.
I think now is sufficient, but I
Great,
appreciate the offer.
great.
Roy's
So-
like, give me about 5 minutes. I have to explain why I'm missing date night.
Oh,
I mean, I think Vi like does the little fire emoji.
Sasha immediately texts back, I am actively dying. Explain faster. They do this every time they're impatient.
In real Spike?
You're muted,
Oh,
love.
you're muted! No!
Oh no. I think like 12 minutes later, Zara texts, how bad do you need me? I've had some wine.
Sasha texts back a crossbones emoji and a graves emoji.
I think autocorrect on my way.
Okay. So really quick, I just gotta check some things. Where is Sasha? Was Sasha in Tox's house?
They had like gone over to discuss things. Sasha had left, and then immediately Hazel showed up, and Sasha was like, "Okay, turning back around."
Okay, and then really quick, we're gonna go in the order that y'all answered, okay?
All right.
When Sasha was heading to Tox's, what was one thing that Sasha noticed is being rebuilt?
The sidewalks are actually usable, folks.
Fuck yes!
They are actual sidewalks that wheelchairs can fit on. They are not just relegated to like a little strip outside of a singular building. They're actual sidewalks that you can walk on and you won't get hit by cars. And I think that Sasha has actually worked with Zora to kind of build sidewalks that are usable and that will be more durable during fights. Like, I think that they've been experimenting with different element combinations and creations to find the most durable and yet still like wheelchair accessible material.
Get that
Be
shock
able-
absorption.
Absolutely. To be able to be hardy, shock absorbing, and not a pain in the butt to wheel around on.
I'm gonna say, as you turn around, you get a text. You actually have 4 texts on your phone that you hadn't seen yet.
Oh boy.
First one we're gonna say is from Maristella.
Aww.
Hola patata. Just wanted to let you know that El gets me. I just want to let you know that I'm gonna stay late tonight at work. CEO life. Ugh. It's like a sad emoji. And then it's a selfie of Maristella with a cute dog because she got a service dog named
No
Frida.
other text matter. Immediately sends back a picture. Just got done making sure Vi won't get arrested. Once we're both done, come over. We can have a pajama party and watch some Disney movies. Heart emoji.
Best date night ever in a heart.
All right.
Okay.
What are
The
the
other three were from
people-
your parents.
Oh yeah, those people matter less to me than my significant other.
Take
I'm
that,
sorry,
Papa
Father.
L.
Papa L in the chat.
Papa L, no.
So let's start with Owen.
Papa, I'm sorry.
Let's start with Owen then.
Papa.
Hey, just found a really good pizza place. I stocked up pizza in your fridge.
No, I'm just. He knows the best pizza places.
Stocked up some pizza in your fridge. I know you got, date night with Maristella and all that. Your moms and I are coming over tomorrow for family dinner. Don't forget. And I found a new documentary on like the making of Star Trek. So love you. See you tomorrow. Please remember to eat.
Text back. I love you too. You are so wise. Can't wait to see you. And then a little gif of I'm gonna say it's Spock. A little Spock gif.
Can't do it anymore. There we go. Right.
I'm
One, two-
actively in like tearing up because I love my actual dad so much.
who
And I
said I'm
love,
just gonna sit here?
yeah, and I love my in-game dad who is based off of my actual dad so much.
Your other text, we'll start with the one from Helena, is, "Hey, hope everything went well today?" Question mark, question mark. Um, got some stuff on your work desk. You're all good. Your dad came over and brought like a bunch of pizzas to me. So just why do we have so many pizzas? Just want to check in on how everything went, really. Love you.
Text back, not great. Trying to figure things out. May need Gaia as a character witness. Gif of an explosion.
Just like a little earth and then a checkup. What's the word?
Thumbs up?
Thank you. Um, just that as a response. All right, and then the last one is from Alley Cat. But before we do that, how is Sasha feeling about Alley Cat right now?
I don't think that they're ever going to be back to the place that they were when Sasha was a little kid and thought that their mom was the coolest person in the world and an absolute hero. But I think that they're getting to a new place. Sasha's got a lot of very complicated feelings on Alley Cat, but that's still their mom and they do still love their mom. And they're working on getting to a better place where they're both okay with where they are in their lives. Sasha's never going to agree with what Victoria's doing, and they know that she's not necessarily going to see what they're doing as something that can be used and worthwhile, but there's still love there, I think.
It's just it's a picture. Victoria sends you just like a, "Hey kitten, just wanted to say I love you. Hope your day was good. Found a pretty necklace. Actually found a pretty necklace that I thought your girlfriend might like." So I'll bring that tomorrow for family dinner. Love you. P.S. Sorry for killing your friends.
Text back. Thank you. Love you too. P.S. Ignoring that P.S.
Every message she sends is always apologizing for
Is
that.
that like the signature?
Yeah, you know when people say it like,
Oh my
love
God.
Granny. Victoria signs it, sorry for killing your friends.
Like the pre-written signatures, just oh God.
I believe not to like send us back to the 2000s, but I believe that is like an awkward turtle moment.
It's so awkward.
Remember the awkward turtle?
I do. Yeah.
All right, so so you go back to you go back. Okay. All right, we're gonna go then to next to speak up with Sin. So Rory. Oh, what? Oh, okay. First question, Sin. What does Rory notice is being rebuilt?
I have an important question because I don't
Yes.
remember a lot from first season. Did something happen to the community center?
The community center
Yeah.
got destroyed and then turned into Hunter Mansion.
Yeah, but it was already listed as like something that's actively being rebuilt better.
Yep.
Okay.
Mary covered
So-
that one.
Dang it.
You can always add something that was broken.
No. I will talk about there were a bunch of apartment buildings around where Rory was that have been rebuilt, and they have been made back into accessible where they do have elevators in each of them.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably now one of the only areas in Hunter Heights that doesn't look cookie cutter. Like earlier, Mary was describing how all these buildings just look the same and you would get really lost. Rory's neighborhood is probably one of the few areas where consistently the buildings look like they have personality. And also, you can see the accessibility features at first glance. Like they're noticeable and there and integral to the design. Along with for those of you who didn't lose housing, along with your buildings. Other than that, every other apartment building is now like a skyscraper of just flats.
I do also want to say that Rory has been working with an apartment organization to attempt to purchase their apartment building with a bunch of other people from the apartment building to try to make it into a co-op.
I love that. Oh my god. Okay. So do you get home before you send the text back saying you have to explain why you're missing date night?
No, because the last of Rory's deliveries would have taken them up to that point.
Okay. So I'm gonna say you head on home. You walk in the door, and you just see Eddie curled up with like a Pikachu onesie, throwing popcorn in the air and eating it, and River on the other side in a Cthulhu onesie, um, and using one of their water tentacles to grab water from the fridge.
I love this for both of them.
Hey,
Hey, I shouldn't smile for this. I need to help Hazel out with something. But I wanted to come back and be able to see your faces before I did it. And the good thing is I'm seeing your faces. There we go.
really?
Normally,
River's just sitting there getting popcorn with.
normally she doesn't ask for help, so I I think it's big. Like she wouldn't if it wasn't important.
I hate when you make a point.
I love when you accept that I have made a point. Because
Yeah,
that
because it
doesn't
don't happen
happen very
often.
often now, does it?
Nope, no, it doesn't. River's just sitting there shoving popcorn in their mouth. No, this is great. Keep on going.
Yeah,
Um,
dinner and a show.
mm-hmm.
I'm sure.
This is great. Ooh,
Uh,
my turn for movie night.
you know what? I might be back soon enough that we can still have it.
Fine.
Important, but maybe it will be condensed in time frame. Maybe. I'm not really good at condensing things into time frames. I just I'm going to do my best.
All right. I'm gonna text Quinn. I'm gonna be home late.
Okay. That makes sense.
All right. Do you want anything before you go?
Uh I popped up and grabbed a shawarma before I went over, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm all right.
All right. Tell everyone we said hi. If you need anything, no, you don't. But also, you could call us.
I know.
What nail polish do you think would look good on tentacles?
I think you could do just about any color and it would look amazing on you.
You know what? You're right. I'm hot, and I know that. Anyways, so um, and they just kind of sit back and both kind of like start ignoring you, like, okay, you're doing your own shit. And you just watch as your two partners just chill on the couch, and River starts complaining about the fact that it was their turn to pick movie night, and that they were going to make you watch the original like Godzilla movie, and that now you got out of it, and it's totally unfair that you keep doing this because it's always their night, and now they have to explain it, and that they're so excited to show you, and now they're going to be home late, and Quinn's going to have to make dinner for themselves, and
And
throwing off the whole thing.
as Rory steps out, they look at their phone and they open up messages to Quinn, and there's nothing there. And they start to type out something like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And then just delete it all and head to meet everybody else.
Okay, as you head to meet everyone else, Skylar. Hey,
Yeah.
so first question. We're gonna go to break right after Skylar, by the way. Um, First question: what does Zara notice is being rebuilt?
This is a fun one. You know how they replaced the bus stops with those bullshit ones where you have to lean instead of sit? That was a pretty high priority for Zara. They actually went around and stress tested a bunch of them, so that the replacement would maybe be kind of pushed up in the priority for reconstruction. So now there's real ones, and they don't have any of those bullshit anti-homeless dividers either, because then they're also not size accessible.
Is Zara stress testing just kicking things as hard as they can?
That is
Oh, you know
100%
it.
what
Yeah.
I'm picturing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
that shit's
God.
aluminum. It was crumbling.
It's like, oh no, it broke. I guess we need to
Mhm.
replace it.
But everybody in the city commission is too scared to say anything about it.
I like the idea of you just running the city with an iron fist.
Or an iron kick.
I
Iron
welcome
boot.
our
Iron
new
boot.
With an
overlord.
iron
So-
boot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anyone here
There's
else say I welcome our new overlord?
I should hope so.
It's so important. You know, hero to the people, terror to the bureaucrats.
Ooh, probably not a great character witness then.
Well, depends on
I'm
who's
making
on
a
that
ranking.
jury.
Actively, I am making a ranking of who I think is best
Who is at
character
the top of
witnesses.
this ranking of character witnesses?
Currently at the top is Gaia and Jordan.
I
Okay.
feel like Hazel's fairly high too.
Not
right?
anymore.
Nobody knows that Hazel's doing
Nobody
illegal
knows
stuff.
that.
True. True.
Hazel and Gidget are both fairly high on the list. Rory has moved up a couple of spots.
Now
But
that Rory
honestly-
has an active working memory and is creating new memories and can
Rory's
actually
also
remember
the
things.
most established hero in the group of the five of you. All
But
right.
also, we don't want to rely too much on the team because that could look like we're being biased and like we're just getting our character witnesses from one pool. So we have to really vary it to
Well, I was
appeal to
gonna say,
everyone.
because not everybody knows who Rail Spike is right now, right? It's still like the transitional period.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I like Skylar said, it does depend who's on the jury, probably, as to
Mhm.
who actually knows. But I do really like the idea of you just going around town like crushing them like cans.
I mean,
you
you-
know.
Oh yeah.
You could be one later in the trial if it's going poorly to intimidate the jury.
Yeah. We've brought
This-
the mad kicker here to tell you why Vi is innocent.
So what is your specialty? This destroys property.
They could do a really cool evidence demonstration where they
Yeah,
smash a bunch of
exactly.
cinder blocks. Yeah.
Exactly. It'll be intimidating to the jury because this is someone who's connected to talks directly. So and has
Mhm.
seen all of their faces, so they know that they are in danger if they are responsible for talks
mhm.
going to prison.
Oh
So
my
Zach
God.
Like a-
gets a text.
It's like a power play.
Zach gets a text.
Mhm.
So Skylar, what do you think? Like you said that your job is now mostly hybrid. Do you
Mhm.
how do you think Zara feels about that? Like not being in the office. Let's just get a little bit more into their day to day.
I do think that Zara kind of misses the routine. I think things are you know, when you're in a transitional phase, it kind of makes you a little extra crazy. So I think Zara's been, probably hitting the gym extra hard, maybe making some ill-advised online purchases. Maybe sometimes they don't know exactly what day it is. But that's all part of the process of transitioning out of your 9 to 5 into more of a consultancy role.
Okay. I'm gonna say you get a phone call actually.
Oh, scary.
Yeah. And it's the world, we'll say. We'll bring the world back. Why
Oh.
not?
Okay. Yeah, I think Zara is bussing over because again, Papa had some wine. So they pick up. They're like, "Hello."
Hey, just wanted to see how today went. Um, considering your whole
Oh, yeah.
transitioning into a
Um,
different role, how it might, how the fact that
oh,
one of your team
I thought.
members
Oh
might.
yeah, that's what I
It is
thought you were
related.
asking about.
I've been told I need to get to the point more. Jordan
No,
told me I
it's
need to get to the point more.
I'm
but-
not. I'm not rushing you. I'm fine. I am normal. I think everything about me is fine and normal. I am a bit worried about my 19-year-old.
That's fair. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's fair. So, how did that go?
Um, I think about as well as any of us expected. And we're all trying to make sure that she does not represent herself in
So you're
court.
killing the judge.
No, not yet.
Okay.
I think there's going to be more of a jury-oriented solution.
Bribing the
Ju-
jury.
but
Okay.
yeah, fiduciary in nature.
Okay. That makes sense. I just want to
I
check in.
wasn't involved in any of that planning. I don't think it's a bad idea necessarily, but I was more like, first, let's get you a lawyer.
That's fair. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm on my way to help Hazel out with something right now.
Okay. Okay. That's good. You and your team are really getting
Yeah.
closer through all
Thank
this.
you for checking up on me. Was this a checking up on me phone call, or
It's a
is
checking
there
up on your
more?
phone call. It's a checking up on your phone call
Okay.
because the whole
Yeah, there
well,
wasn't like other information. No.
no, I was just checking on you to see. Like
Oh.
I'm a grandparent. It's what we do. You're not my grandkid, but it's just we check on everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
You
nice
go.
to hear from you.
Oh, thanks. Hey,
Do
you
you
should come over for
wanna?
dinner one of these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let's see. I'm a lot more free now, so
Yeah.
just tell me a day and hopefully nobody blows up a bank or anything.
It is how it is, but we always have an extra plate. So just I cook too much, so we're all good.
Thanks, Gramps. Take care, okay?
You too. I'll talk to you later.
Beep.
Beep. Yeah, and you head on over. So we're gonna say you're heading on over. Where do you all meet? Are you meeting at a specific metro stop, or are you meeting at Vice?
Where were
probably
we summoned?
probably suggested a metro stop. Whatever one I was told to go to is probably where, like somewhere like near that area is where I would suggest to meet.
We'll say you're at there is a metro in Hunter Heights. It's the last stop on the line. It's not always commonly used unless you are coming to, it's usually used by students coming from Central Halcyon to the university. They take it and then they get the shuttle to the university. But we'll say you're going to that metro, and I want to give Steph time for a break, so I'll describe it after the break. But Hazel, your hair starts to kind of stand on its end from just how powerful the electricity is running through this building. And before everyone else notices, you can see the short happen as all the lights turn off. And that's where we'll go to break.
We're in the hit horror movie escape room, everybody.
Make sure to check out the links we have in chat. Again, we have support Operation Olive Branch, which helps directly support families in Gaza through GoFundMe campaigns. We have Doctors Without Borders, and we have Amira, which is also providing humanitarian aid to Palestinians. Please donate if you can, and if you can't, please support by sharing them to as many people as you can, and also contacting your representatives. And we will see you in 10 minutes. We'll do it in 10 minutes. Bye.
And we're back.
Woo!
Hi, everybody. welcome back, everyone, to the last few minutes of episode 1 for season 2 of Mask the Puzzle Project. Really quick, I don't know why I scrolled away from the thing that I was reading. Bless me. Okay, really quick, we do have in the pinned chat links to support Operation Olive Branch, which directly supports families in Gaza through GoFundMe campaigns. We have Doctors Without Borders, and we also have ANERA, which helps provide humanitarian aid to the Palestinians. You can use all of these links and donate, please, if you have the means to do so, or you can share them with people if you don't, and make sure to contact your representatives so that Palestine can be free. We encourage you to donate and share, please. With that said, let's get to the last little bit of today's episode. All right. You all arrive at the Hunter Heights metro station. The metro station was one of the few things, because technically it's not in Hunter Heights, it's right on the outskirts, that wasn't touched by the puzzle project. It was one of the few things within the vicinity. And it's always been a mix of, you can see where Hunter Heights tried to make changes to it and where Central Halcyon would start to take them away. And I'm going to say it's nighttime now, I would say. I'm going to say it's nighttime. And all the streetlights are on. And it's Hazel again who gets that feeling. Kind of like, it kind of makes your like teeth tighten a little bit, is the best way to describe the electric feeling. As one by one, the lights. Ow, Jesus Christ! Not you, Hazel.
One by one, the claws sink in.
What
Get
a
here.
sweet, precious
Please.
baby.
Oh, you furry asshole. Get here.
Angel baby.
My cat is a shit. Pinche travesa. Okay. Anyways, so you feel the lights as one just sizzles out, and then the next one, and the next one, and eventually the only light is just a swinging, ominous light bulb over the entrance. Now, this metro station doesn't have stairs to go into the entrance. It's just down to get to the metro part where the trains are. So y'all can just walk on in if you'd like. Or if you have any other questions you can ask.
Do we, like, I don't, but does anybody else have powers that perhaps can deal with the not being able to see things?
Give me 2 seconds.
Fire.
Fire seems good, mostly.
Yeah, Royer will light a torch.
Is Rory the torch, or is Rory just carrying wood around and lighting it on fire?
I mean, Rory is the torch.
Okay. Then
Sasha is going to. There are some like rocks that kind of like glow, especially when exposed to a light source. So Sasha's going to just summon a few of those in their hands to kind of go off of Rory's flame. So that way we'll have a solid light source. With both the flame and the rocks, we'll be able to see with our eyes pretty well. This feels like a horror movie, right? It's not just me. This feels like we're about to get murdered by like Ghostface.
We've got company.
I'd be
that's
really
for sure.
worried if I was a judge.
You think the judge is doing this?
No, I mean if we were a
Yeah,
judge,
if we were
walking
collectively a
in-
Oh, I
judge.
see. I
Mhm.
understand. Okay. Sure.
so so if Rory's on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is Vi calling out hello?
I mean, somebody knows we're here, right? It's not a secret. So
Yeah.
I think Vi's gonna
I mean,
say
we
hello.
are kind of glowing, so I feel like
Yeah.
that's
It would be
Sin.
very difficult. Like, Rory has magma boots.
you
Sin.
could say that it is a dead giveaway.
Sin will take a powerful blow.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I get you hit with something?
Oh,
No, Rory did
Question.
that to themselves, to be fair.
question, because I didn't uncheck these from last season. Do I still have conditions?
No.
Good. That's what I thought, but
It's been 45 days.
oh god, what is the 6 is a miss?
Okay, you stand strong.
Nice.
Something slices and it kind of bounces off of your magma boot. And in the fire, you can see the glow against the metal of a feather.
That's not pizza.
That
Does
that
he
is
know
very
anybody
much
with
not
feathers?
pizza.
One of you knows somebody with feathers.
Which one of us knows somebody with feathers?
Not me.
Rory.
Yeah, I do. Does this look familiar?
In the sense that it's a feather of metal, but
Yeah.
it also looks incredibly upgraded.
Oh no!
Hazel's gonna walk in.
Okay, we're walking in. Hazel!
Does anybody want to roll anything?
I would like to assess the situation and
Okay.
be mindful of your surroundings when you assess the situation before entering the fight. You may ask one additional question, even on a miss.
Can I help? I want to help.
Okay. Yes. Jilly is helping
Okay, awesome.
Elle.
So what is
Skylar,
that?
what you want to do?
Oh, I was just gonna roll assess the situation too.
Go off, bestie, and
What
Mary.
does the help get me? Do I get to like re-roll?
Help. I'm a great GM. I know what I'm doing.
I'm a great player. I know what I'm doing.
I thought I had something where I got to use danger instead of something else, but maybe that's not real.
I'm gonna just say that. How about do you want to have Julie roll? Julie, how about this? Do you want to roll assess the situation and y'all get advantage? Or
What?
no, that doesn't make sense when I said that out loud. Don't. I'm trying to think. I don't know how to use team. Oh, anyone working with a team can spend one team to help a teammate. You get +1 to your roll. That's how it works.
Okay, awesome.
I'll
we did an
spend a
entire
team.
season of this system. And I don't know.
Yeah, I'll help with by using a team because we never use those. So I
You
feel like
never use it.
If I want to run ahead, so I'm in the dark a ways to charge up.
Okay.
I'd like to make a freak roll.
And
Go
I
ahead.
think I've got to do Nova Burn to power up.
Go ahead.
I got a 12 for assess the situation.
Okay, what are your questions?
Okay.
You don't have to use this as a situation questions, remember.
Awesome. So, first off, this is a question for above table, so I don't want this to count. This is me clarifying.
Yeah.
Can Sasha put the pieces together that this is a freedom feather?
Sasha knew superheroes. Sasha would know that Freedom used to use feathers. Sasha would know this doesn't look the same.
Okay. What upgrades specifically have been done to the feathers?
Hey Sin, what did Freedom's feathers used to look like?
Freedom's feathers used to look like roughly 6-inch steel feathers that would have a pointed edge to them on the side, so they would be like as sharp as razors.
Okay, so it can't look
Wait, hang on. Are we fighting the peacock from Kung Fu Panda 2?
Yes.
I was going more for
Hawks
Hawks
from
from My
Your
Hero
Hero.
Academia, but yeah.
But that is a really cool peacock. I'm just
Listen,
saying.
It,
we all
I
know.
need to rewatch that movie now. Movie night
It's
was
We
so
all know that
good.
Hawks. The blueprint for Hawks was the peacock.
Also,
From
for
Kung Fu Panda
for the
2.
record, I rolled a miss on that,
Is
so
that
I get to
also
hold 2 burn and mark 3 conditions immediately.
All right, well, let me finish answering Elle's question, y'all. Okay, so that was the description we had. These are longer and they're not rounded in a sharp way. They're just kind of like daggers more than feathers now, actually. And the one on the ground hums a bit before zipping back into the dark.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay, based off of the feather, can I figure out where freedom is?
Fuck, that's a good question.
I will spend my question to ask that.
Yes, I'm just gonna say you can tell that freedom because I don't know how you wouldn't be able to tell. You can tell that freedom is. I'm gonna assume Sasha's been in the metro before.
Yes.
You can assume that freedom is standing at the top of the where the person sits inside on either side of the fair gate. They're sitting there on top of that booth.
Is that conductive metal?
Yes, probably.
Great.
Holy shit, Al!
We can resolve this in a moment, but I know what I'm going to do.
Okay. Jilly, you used yours to help with the team pool. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Or did you want to roll anything else?
I would like to roll something if I can.
Go ahead.
I want to roll to see if I can melt freedom through the toll booth.
Unleash your powers.
Great news. Okay. I need to look up. That's danger. I remember this.
Unleash your powers is freak.
Oh,
Unless you're
unfortunate.
using like a move like that.
I feel like I had those, but I don't see them, so that must be me making it up. All right. So unleash powers plus freak. All right. I'm pretty decent at that. That's fine. That is an 8. You're muted.
No. Okay. You can either mark a condition, or I'll tell you how it's unstable and temporary, or temporary.
I don't mark conditions, I'm afraid. So
so you want me to tell you?
so it is unstable.
Okay. It's unstable in the sense that. So you're melting it with your acid?
Mhm.
Okay. You cut out
Maybe
the rest. You cut out the
maybe
one
it's
remaining
only
light.
partially, right? I feel like it might be
Yeah,
that
we'll
I
do
don't
that.
get her all the way through.
Yeah.
Like
She
that-
like one foot goes and you hear a, like a sound like somebody like fall a little bit.
like
and
embedded in the ceiling. Yeah.
yeah, it's like now her leg is stuck there. Skylar, you said you missed. Right?
Great.
Missed this is okay, and Sin missed something. And Mary.
I got a 7 on my
On
unleash my powers.
okay. Do you want to mark a condition? Do you want it to be unstable or temporary? I have a feeling.
I would like to mark a condition. I would like to get angry.
Okay, did not think that was where we were going. Mark angry. What is Hazel's how do Hazel's powers react to her anger?
Well, I actually have a move for this.
Okay.
I took a power from the bull. Whenever I'm angry, I take +1 ongoing to unleash my powers. So it is like there. Hazel has a block on her powers, and whenever she has very high emotions, that block is unleashed, and so there is crackling sounds of electricity going on inside. Like I feel like she's like that beginning to glow, that light around her, and she's like shit,
Mhm.
shit, shit, just under her breath of like, okay, okay, like trying to calm herself down, but also she's really pissed off because this was not how it was supposed to go. She was supposed to be able to sneak in, have it all go right. No one was gonna know. It was gonna be fine. In Hazel's world, it's not fine.
Um, Sin, what were you rolling?
I was rolling my burn, which is how I gather like Nova strength,
Mm-hmm.
and I rolled a total of 3,
Okay. I'm
uh,
gonna.
which
Hmm.
means that I got 2 burn and marked 3 conditions, which I am going with insecure, afraid, and guilty.
Okay. I can't find my dice. All right, I'm gonna roll to see who uh, Temperance is going to lash out at.
All right. And after Temperance slashes out, I'd like to do something.
Hey, L, roll take a powerful blow.
I will.
It was you.
Let's go. We all know that I can't be hit.
I
Let's see.
think
Take
it'd be
a
hilarious if you get hit
blow.
because of that.
Da-da. No, that's a 2. Temperance isn't gonna hit me.
Just flies on by and then zips back.
And as it's zipping back, Sasha is using that movement to figure out exactly where Temperance is and sends a jolt of lightning straight at where they are, attempting
Embedded in the
to
ceiling.
embedded in the ceiling, attempting to use that conductivity of the metal to just fry the absolute shit out of them. We're having fried chicken tonight, friends.
Go ahead and roll it.
That does
All
not
right.
sound like a positive thing.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, motherfuckers. That's a rooster, not a chicken.
That is in fact a
Same
rooster.
thing. They
But
do
you know,
give
it's fine.
similar noise.
What
No.
what do chickens say?
Very,
Okay.
very similar noises. I have
Yeah.
chickens.
What
They all sound the same.
Oh yeah,
Roosters
the
are louder.
the lesser known song, What Does the Chicken Say?
So that
Oh,
is
God.
going to be a 12.
You ever playing fights and then you forget that your players have like 90 million adult moves and can
Uh,
do shit
Hey,
with like elements?
this is
I-
not an adult move. This is purely just unleash your powers.
Do you
I
ever realize your players' characters are broken and
I do have a question,
for
if it would please the court.
Sorry, I just saw my dad's message.
Oh gosh.
oh my god.
I've played Plants vs Zombies. I know how this goes.
So I would like to shield.
You can't,
No.
not according to our lines of veils.
Nox,
Oh.
I have electricity powers. I don't know if some of that would be routed to me because right now I'm glowing and I'm just saying that
I'm not saying no. You can break the fight. I always have more. Come on.
That's a
But
threat, by the
I
way.
will say, that some of it, you send this electricity out and you watch as Quinn lights up, being electrocuted, and you watch as some gets routed and just shoots at Hazel, who is glowing this bright electric blue. I'm assuming, Mary,
Yeah,
this
like a
bright
bluish purple.
bluish purple, and you all hear Quinn scream. And because you hear Quinn scream, Rory, you hear a voice in your head again. This sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Rory's like shooting up there to try to help.
And then you see, because now it's just, you're surrounded by electricity, everything is glowing blue. And then you hear the splash as cheese falls to the ground behind y'all. And that is where we are going to leave tonight's episode.
Okay.
It's what we call a teaser.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you all enjoyed episode 1, The Hearing of Violet Fairtree. We are here on Saturdays, but really quickly before my awesome cast introduces themselves, I'm going to remind you all once again that we do have pinned links um, in the pinned chat with links. That's what I meant to say. And that's for ANERA, which provides humanitarian aid to Palestinians, Doctors Without Borders, which is also helping, and to support Operation Olive Branch, which directly supports families in Gaza through GoFundMe campaigns. Please donate if you have the means to, and if you don't, please share these links and make sure to contact your representatives. All right, we're going to go in the same order as usual, so that means we're going to start with Sin. Tell us who you are, who you've been, where we're going to find you this next week.
Hey, I am synthetic. You can call me Sin. You can find me on Blue Sky at Synthetic 20. If you're still in the dumpster fire, I'm Asynthetic 20. Also, you can follow Queensgate Chronicles on Twitch or QG Chronicles on Twitter or Blue Sky. The second episode is coming up on Monday. The first episode convinced my players, including the wonderful Knox, that it's a horror game. And now another player is going to be joining the fray and has vowed vengeance upon my rotten self. So we will see what happens with that. That is on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Then on Wednesday, I will be over on Bardic Inspiration Network playing Monster Force, the Power Rangers RPG, with several people from the cast. I'm very excited because it's going to be the first panic attack for my character, and I can't wait for that to occur because they're an android that just got access to emotions for the first time. And then on Friday, all of these are at the same time. Everything's at 8 p.m. Eastern. I don't know why but I will be over raising money for RE Wild for World Wildlife Day over on Lost Caravan, playing some Dogs in the Bark, which is a Blades in the Dark hack. Where we're going to basically be replaying the events of Fern Gully. Not exactly, but like it's Fern Gully with all dogs instead of fairies. And then I'll be back here. So moving on to Jilly.
Hi, my name is Jilly. You can find me at Oh Look It's Jilly most places on the internet, including various social media websites where I talk about TTRPGs and theater and learning ASL, which is a thing I'm doing at the moment. Um, I am super excited to be here every Saturday for the next monthish. Um, and was just in a one shot on Exquisite Corpse Presents. It was Monster of the Week, and it was a rip roaring good time. So that will be, I believe, on YouTube fairly shortly. Um, and you can find me popping up around Sword and Key and Girls Run These Worlds, and here on Nerds with Dice and on Exquisite Corpse occasionally. Stay tuned for more announcements because I'm not sure what else I'm allowed to talk about yet. So, you know, it's fine. Everything is fine. My pronouns are she, her. I have been your Violet Fairtree this evening, whose pronouns are she, they. Mary.
Hi, I'm Mary. My pronouns are she, her. I've been playing Hazel Crowley. Her pronouns are she, her. Where you can find me, you can find me on the Hell site at Nerd on Wheels 15 or everywhere else at the Nerd on Wheels. Coming up for me, Tuesdays, you can find me at 2000 Tales Roleplay, where we do a talk show called The Struggle Bus, where a bunch of TTRPG nerds get together and talk about TTRPGs and fun stuff. We're going to be finishing our Disney villain ranking. It's going to be a good old time. Every other Wednesday, you can catch me over on Enchanting Sorcery Productions for new episodes of Fandelver and Below, Holly's Harriers. I am playing a rogue with memory problems, and there's a whole block of time I don't remember, so that's a bunch of fun. Then you can catch me on Friday with Sin for some awesome Dogs in the Bark. I've got more stuff coming up. Go ahead and check out my Twitter. And of course, please support the Free Palestine movement. That is very important. Please do.
Hi, I am Skylar. I have been playing Wrestling, or Zara Almuza here. Um, Let me just say it is an honor and a privilege to be a Middle Eastern person playing a Middle Eastern person in a tabletop game. Thank you very much. I will be in stream projects, but something else I'd like to talk about instead is that on March 12th, which is my birthday, the Palestinian Relief Bundle is going up on itch.io, and my solo journaling game, Electric Sheep, is in there. It's about dreaming in the digital age. That game is pay what you want normally, but you should pay for the bundle. And you should also check out our links that are pinned in the chat to do what you can for this really important movement. Minanar Ilal Bar. From the river to the sea, Palestine is going to be free.
All right. Hello, everyone. I am Elle. If you'd like to see if I will continue to be Elle, you can find me at Sapphic Soulful or at Soulful Sapphic on these social medias. You can find me here every Saturday playing Sasha Morgan, aka Hecate, who is doing their best and accidentally caused a resurfacing of trauma. Whoops, they were just trying to defend their friend. And that is a defense that they will say in court. And you can find me also on Bardic Inspiration Network this Monday playing Power Rangers Lightspeed. It's fun, it's great. It's the darkest timeline, but we're doing our best to make it not be that. Then on Tuesday, you can find me on Lantern Light Adventures on Twitch playing Girl by Moonlight. I am playing Lycos, aka Carrie, who is they used to be an alien who the party fought. They're not an alien anymore. They are a person, and they just had a very bad breakup with their evil alien girlfriend. As you do. And then on Wednesday, you can find me all again on Bardic Inspiration Network playing Power Rangers Monster Force. It's gonna be great. I am playing a hot mess of a character who really likes Stargate. So it's me. I think that's all I have to promo.
All right. It's so great when my cast does most of my schedule for me. Hi, all. My name is Max Quiros. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and today I was your GM for the Return of Mass, the puzzle project. And I'll continue to be your GM because I'm the GM. That's my job. But hey, you can find me on social media at Nocturnal_7, except for Blue Sky, which it's Nocturnal7, I think. I don't use Blue Sky. I should use that more. I'm still on the Hell site. And I will stay on the Hell site until it dies. Where you can find me this week. You know what's a really funny thing is that you most Mondays you'll find me with L within Lightspeed, but not this Monday because I'm going to be on Queen's Gate for the once a month campaign where I'll be playing Layla Silverspring, who's last week the person she's into got stabbed for her, and there was some like they yeah, and then and her fiance, she saw her dead fiance's eye in tea. It's a whole thing. It's fun. I knew it was a horror game, but I'm determined to make it slice of life. Don't worry about it. On Tuesday, you can find me on Pluto Cleric's channel, playing Monster of the Week Death Was Easy, which is inspired by Hades the video game, and I'm the only person in the cast who has not played Hades the video game. But we're going to be fighting a skeletal Cerberus, and I'm playing Eliana. Oh my god, I'm loud. Okay. I'm playing Eliana Rivera, who is a vigilante who just got murdered, and her playbook is The Hex, and that starts at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Wednesday, you can find me on Bardic Inspiration Network playing Power Rangers Monster Force with 3 of the members of this cast, where I'll be playing Avalon Gutierrez, the Yellow Ranger, who we love her. That's all I gotta say is bless her. Avalon's gonna be going through it someday, so that's gonna be fun. And then Saturday, before you find me here jamming for you all again, you can find me on my friend Kat the Lore Mistress's channel at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, playing a game of Love is on the Cards. It's a duet RPG where we're making a rom com together, and ours I think we're calling Lights, Camera, Cryptids. I'll be playing 2 characters. The main character is Luce, a fallen star who's falling in love with Shark, a leprechaun in an office like workplace rom com. But my secondary character, I'm gonna be honest, I'm more excited about. His name is Troops. He's a chupacabra, and I'm so excited to be playing a chupacabra. And then you can find me here again Saturday night. But really quickly, I also wanted to talk about how Tales from the Table Studio has several games ongoing throughout the month, also to raise money. It's the Gaza Month of Tales event, and on March 12th, I'm going to be GMing a game of Girl by Moonlight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But again, there's tales all throughout the month, and I'm going to be in 2 more. I'm going to be one on the 16th and one on the 27th. I literally got emailed a message about that during stream. So, with that said, again, we have links. Please donate. Please share if you can't, and please call your representatives. And we are going to be raiding High Shelf Collective, and Hunter Heights will be back next week. Bye, y'all. Free Palestine.